Yes.
Happy girl?
Oh my God, I'm so happy to be out of that house. You have no idea.
Yeah. Guess what? I think I've got an inkling why.
It's filthy.
It's filthy. It's been pretty full on as well.
It has.
How have you found it?
Intense and unforgettable.
You've never faced a public vote until tonight.
I haven't.
That's
I survived one. That's good, right?
Absolutely fantastic.
Am I the first American that never faced the vote?
Do you know what? I don't know.
Okay, well.
I'm not
Let's
sure.
just say I am.
Yeah, should we say she is? You are the first American never to face a public vote until the final. Why do you think you avoided eight evictions, basically?
I don't. My housemates didn't want to see me go.
They loved you being real.
They did.
You were very real. You kept it very real.
Yes.
Was it easy to do in a house like that?
No, it's not easy because you have to live with the people you keep it real with after the fact.
Yeah.
But I've figured a way to do it, and I made it here.
Because you haven't faced an eviction or a potential eviction, you've never faced the crowd before.
Yeah, they're really happy tonight, huh? Man, my biggest fans out there.
You're happy in here, right? There you go. You were very straight talking. You were very happy to kind of stand up for yourself and kind of set the record straight whenever you wanted to. But did that start to become draining?
Everything in that house is draining. It sounds like silly, but it's very intense. You're dealing with everyone's energies in a really small space. It's much smaller than I'm sure it even looks, and it's just really intense. If someone has anxiety, everyone in the house has anxiety.
Yeah. We saw you say, when we asked you kind of what you'd learnt about yourself, and you said that you've learnt patience.
Patience, forgiveness. It's really hard when you get upset and you react immediately, and then you sit back and think, man, I wish I hadn't have approached it that way.
Yeah.
You have to like constantly forgive yourself, constantly forgive your housemates, because if you hold a chip on your shoulder, you'll be miserable the entire time.
Who would you say tested you the most?
Bear.
Are we surprised?
Tested
you said
everybody.
that?
He was not an easy person to be around.
Tonight, we've seen you say that you're confused as to whether he has won you around.
I'm confused?
Yeah, we kind of say, we heard you say something along the lines of, I'm a little bit confused as to whether you've won me round. So did he eventually win you round? Because with most of the housemates, it was quite, you know, an up and down relationship.
It was.
We're calling it up and down tonight.
Yeah.
But we would see you make up and we'd see you become friends, and then something else would happen. So how do you feel about him now that the process is over?
You know, I've always felt pretty consistently about Bear. He's just very young, and he likes to stay childish in his behavior, and that's what he enjoys. I don't think he's a horrible person or the devil or anything that everyone kind of felt he was in that house. He was much more difficult than I think anyone could ever even realize. It wasn't like funny when the eggs dropped and things like that. It got more and more intense.
Yeah.
And like we also were starving when those eggs dropped. We had no food.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think he's just young at heart and probably will always be that way, and he likes to test people.
He is at times like an overexcitable puppy dog, isn't he?
He's
like
just that all the time.
Constantly going.
All the time. He can't ever sit still, ever.
Let's talk about Renee, because the two of you seem to have a really special relationship, and she seemed to really kind of lean on you.
Yes.
Why do you think she felt like that with you, that she could kind of be herself and open, and that she trusted you so much?
Well, you know, we came into this house kind of having 6 degrees of separation. She was close to my boyfriend.
He's here, everybody.
He's here.
Paulie D.
He's so cute. So that's where it started. There's just a loyalty and a respect that we knew that we were going to have for each other.
Yeah.
I did tell her, though, if she was extremely a hot mess, I probably would have voted her in, but I just fell in love with her. She's got a huge heart. She's used to displaying her emotions on her sleeve. She's very, you know, forthcoming about what she feels and expressive, verbally expressive. But she's just such a kind, warm, loving woman, and the only person in the house I felt most like myself around.
Right. We heard you say that you wanted her to stop being a mob wife and to start being Renee.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
You know, when you come on television and you become known for something, it starts to become a part of you, a persona that you take on. And she's so much more than... Can I say the cuss words here?
Depends which one.
We've heard you say... the ones that she uses.
We've heard you all say everything, to be fair.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's got like a few phrases that are very intense. But
We've
you know,
heard them.
Okay, well, she doesn't need to drown anyone anymore. She can just win them over with her heart.
Well, we talked to Frankie about this, but the Americans have been so tight this year.
We have.
And so nice to see all three of you in the final as well.
Yes.
Was it kind of nicer having Frankie already out before you so that you felt like you weren't being fed to the wolves and you didn't know what to expect?
Oh my God,
You sat down
everyone in the
bottom of
house was like, just
stairs.
as long as I don't go first. That's what everybody felt. Frankie, for me personally, I think Frankie was one of the strongest people in the house, and to come after him is a gift. Everybody should be thankful because Frankie was the star of that house.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
He just wanted to have kind of a good time, have fun,
Yeah.
shine bright.
Yeah, shine bright like
and
a
spread
Frankie.
good energy. You have obviously done other reality shows before.
Yes.
You know what you're doing and you know what to expect.
Right.
But how did this one compare to the others?
I've never done anything like this. This was the most intense experience. I had no idea what I was coming into. And like a few days in, I was like, how the hell am I gonna manage this with a smile on my face?
You
But
did it though.
I did. You start to, around the first week, you get major anxiety without your cell phone and without anything comfortable.
Yeah.
And then you start to learn to adapt to your circumstances and figure out a way where you can live happily for the next 30 days.
Very quickly, who would you like to win?
Renee.
Obviously.
Obvious. And if it's not Renee, if it goes to a Brit, Ricky. Only choice is Ricky.
Here are your best bits.
Yeah.
It's Aubrey.
Hello. She's wonderful.
Like family to me.
I love Aubrey O'Day.
Just like, it's so amazing.
Who did Amber?
My name is Aubrey.
Audrey.
Aubrey.
Audrey. Really good at palm reading.
This line is how big of an you are.
I just find her a bit patronizing sometimes.
You're being hyper emotional. Stupid little monkey.
She poisons minds.
Bear.
They need to be on the chopping block.
You are a disease. You're like herpes. I'm not scared.
whoa.
Big Brother is sending you straight to jail.
The Brits got us locked in this. We're okay.
I've had some freaky stories from Audrey.
It's okay, Beaver.
I think she's cool, man.
Aubrey's fantastic.
I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but toot.
My time in the Big Brother house has been one wild ride.